Pybee/Ian Does It All. Today I am going to be working on this hat that I said I'd be done with, but obviously I am not because I hate the stitch that I'm doing and I'm being a big brat about it. So I used the song Motivation by Normani to to g- get re-inspired to just get it done. And that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna get it done. And so if you're struggling with your Crojo, hi Nixie, hi. I was hoping that you'd be here, but I always understand when you can't make a live. It's totally understandable, but I'm happy to have you here. Um, so so I said I'd be done with this hat like days ago, and I'm not because I got distracted with shopping for tons of yarn, as you can see. I made a video, if you didn't get to see, of my latest yarn haul when I went to Joann Fabrics and bought fabric and more yarn. Like, I freaking needed any more yarn or fabric for that matter. Um, so I really want to finish this hat. It's made to be a like baseball cap. So I'm really excited because when I was conceptualizing the idea, I just had this idea of like, what do I need and how can I make that crochet? And I was like, it'd be cool to have like a hat, but I don't want a beanie for the summertime. That's weird, right? So what if I had like a baseball hat? And so I was thinking like, oh, I would put wire in it for the brim to make it. Um, yeah, and I also have right before that, I have a Premiere yarn haul, which was really fun. So the Premiere one's more fun. I think the Joann one's pretty basic. I just bought a bunch of Caron 1 pounds, and I guess I bought a couple other things too, but really the main focus is the 1 pounds because they were on sale for $5.99. They might still be. I haven't checked my Joann app because I'm done shopping for the time being because I ain't got the money to keep on buying buying yarn. So yeah, but then I found some free patterns online on how to make baseball style hats, and I was really excited because one, that meant that I didn't have to make a pattern, and two, my idea of using wire was kind of unnecessary because I could make one that was totally made out of yarn. So thank you to the people who have made the patterns before me, who have paved the way, the trailblazers. Thank you for making a pattern that I can follow along with. I'm gonna unthank you for making a pattern that uses a stitch that I hate, but that's not your fault. That's just my fault. Um, so without further ado, I'm going to continue on with this dreaded stitch. So I'm doing the single crochet cord stitch, and it just is really slow going for me. And I want to, I've been really hyping up my skills as someone who crochets faster now. Not faster than the average bear, mind you, but faster than I was crocheting before. And this is really slowing me down. I mean, if this was just single crochet, I would be like, pew, 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 pew. But nope, this is not single crochet. This is a whole different stitch entirely. So, I mean, it's essentially a single crochet. You just control where you, I guess, have your cord. I don't know. Or you make a cord. I don't know why it's called a cord stitch, to be honest. Um, so, so yeah. So luckily, I found some pattern makers who made a um, who made this pattern for me so that I don't have to make it. Which is lovely when you're lazy and you're not good at making patterns like myself. So, how are you, Nixie? How's your sleep? I know it's so disruptive when your sleep is all over the place. I had a period of time a couple months ago where I was like falling asleep at like 5 in the morning and waking up at like 1 p.m. And it just was like, it was a mess. I just was not doing well. So, and it definitely affected my mood and my ability to do things. So, I can appreciate that struggle, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Good. Had a good night's last. Oh, yay! That's so good. Okay. I think also if I was using a bigger hook, it might be easier. I'm not sure, but maybe the hole might be bigger to kind of get that. I mean, I'm getting faster at it for sure. I mean, just like any stitch, the more you practice, the better you are at it. And I've practiced it for this will be my sixth row practicing. So, you know, I'm getting faster at it for sure, but I still like forget half the time and have to start the stitch over again or get caught on some other thread from the yarn and end up with a weird little bump. So, I'm just complaining. I've been doing that a lot lately. Sorry, I know that's not entertaining to watch. It's not entertaining to do either, if that makes you feel any better. So, I'm gonna take a break for a second to take a drink of water because I am parched. Ooh, I love like cold, cold, cold water. Am I like crazy for thinking like the colder the water, the better? Like if it's like almost ice, I'm like, yes, this is so good. And then you taste room temperature water and you're like, yeah, this is me. Maybe that's just me. I'm thinking that this might be a longer than normal live. I frogged a sweater I was trying to make because it wasn't right. Now I'm making a bunch of rectangles and corner to corner granny square stitch. Ugh, man, that sucks to frog a sweater. Cold water is impression. Um, did I do a regular? No, I didn't. Okay. I was like, did I do the same thing that I've just been saying that I do all the time? But I'm sorry that you had a frog sweater. That is frustrating. Um, I just, yeah, I wouldn't even have like the balls to, you know, frog it. I just like toss it in the trash. I'd be like, you're dead to me. But I'm very dramatic. So if you haven't noticed, I don't know. I saw this really cute bag. I think I talked about it in my Joanne's haul video, but that's okay. It has to be what I want. um, but I saw a really cute Granny Square bag, and I know those are really popular right now. I saw a really cute one at Joanne, and I was gonna ask. It was like a younger girl, like she was probably like in the like 17, 18 range, and I was like I was gonna ask her if she made it and compliment the bag, but then I don't really like talking to people, so I didn't do it. So that happened. I don't like talking. I love talking to people. I don't like talking to strangers. So I guess stranger danger really did a number on me. uh, yeah. And also, it's just weird. It's just weird to talk to people like that. It's weird for me. But my wife, on the other hand, she can talk to anybody, like stranger, not stranger, and just like get to know their whole life story. And like, I don't know how you do it. I am not that person. I am completely the opposite of that person. Oh, what I was saying earlier is I'm thinking this might be a longer than normal live. It depends on like how much motivation I truly have. Um, Again, the title of this was based on Normani's song Motivation. And I understand that. I don't have a problem with it anymore, but I used to. Yeah. Um, so uh so this might be a longer than normal live. Might longer than normal. I've been doing 30-minute lives and I've been feeling really good about it. Um but because it's just kind of about my attention span. And then but I really need to get this done, and I tend to get more done on live, surprisingly. So I want to finish this. So I might try to stay on live as long as possible to get this done, because otherwise I'll take this to the couch and I'll be like, I don't even want to look at you. um, so I'm coming to the end of my row, and I'm gonna do the last 2 stitches. And then I am going to rewatch this video to see. Now she counts her rows, which I wouldn't be too difficult because I did a bunch of striping. But I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So I'm really gonna just see how many of these um, single crochet cord rows that she did, because she starts doing some striping, and then she's like, I'm at row 17 and now I'm doing striping, and I'm like, just tell me how many to do. um, can you tell I'm impatient? I'm like, just give me just give me the freaking pattern. Ooh, these are beautiful. Who's Lisa Walters? Lisa? Not quite sure how to say her name, but the the woman who crocheted these, she has a bunch of really beautiful projects, cute little creative things I've never quite seen. So um, I can show you her. I mean, I could spell it out for you, or I could show you. Is that gonna work? We do like the beauty guru thing. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, so I will put it in the chat. Looking for someone else to follow. But she is the person that I followed on this. So let me. So am I the only one? So I love supporting local, not local necessarily, but I love supporting creators on YouTube. I always watch their ads, but if I've watched a video like 3 times, I stop watching the ads. Am I the only one? Am I a bad person? I don't know. Tell me. Let me know. I'm gonna watch this just because I am questioning whether or not I'm a bad person. So, but usually after I've watched it 3 times, I'm not watching your ads anymore. I'm sorry. I know ad revenue is a thing, but I can't do it. Okay. She spent more time. I'm gonna dig on her for 1 second. So she spent more time talking about how to change colors than how to do the cord crochet stitch. I never heard of that stitch before. I wish she would have spent a little bit more time on it, but that's okay. That's okay. She did have another video showing how to do. It's not bad. Some of those commercials go on forever, don't they? Yeah. If it's like one of the St. Jude's commercials, first of all, that's basically a Sarah McLachlan video, as far as I'm concerned. And the St. Jude videos are like 2 minutes long. And I'm like, I have a limit. What's interesting is she's working on the outside of the hat and I'm working on the inside of the hat. So my cord stitch actually looks different than hers because she is showing the front and I'm showing the back. They don't look too dissimilar, and I still think they look good, but that's interesting. I didn't notice before that she was working in the front of the whoopsies. Okay, I just want you to tell me how many stitches to do. Okay, sorry, I'm not very interesting. Let me like do jazz hands, just spirit fingers to keep you occupied and interested. I feel like my fingers aren't very jazzy. Like these aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. Like I feel like I'm struggling to even do spirit fingers correctly. Um, repeat round 18. I wish you would just tell me how many I'm supposed to do. If I'm going to be frank, which I'm going to be frank. Um, I do wish I picked the half double crochet version of this. I miss just doing half double crochets because I would have been done like ages ago because I like that stitch. But no, I have to do this stupid stitch. You're fine. I won't run away. Okay, good. I just feel like it's so boring. Like I'm just like over here like watching a video. Okay, maybe while I'm waiting for her to get to what I need, I'll just count my stitches or count my rows. Okay, so row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I just finished round 17. So she said she finished at round 23. That was so fast. Did she say she finished at round 23? She went like 0 to 60, 20 to 23, repeat 18 and 19 alternately. Okay, this is the end of round 23. Okay. So I'm at 17, which means I need 6 more rows. So that means I need 2 more repeats of my pattern. And my pattern is blue, pink, and white. You can see it right there. So I'm going to, because I need to do a slip stitch, I'm going to switch my colors here. And this is like the most like, I'm used to working with multiple colors, but for some reason I just couldn't keep it together. And I'm just like making this big, huge like mess over here. So I'm going to switch to blue, switch out of white. I'm going to hook my last stitch if I can. I'm working with Caron Simply Soft, and it's a little piecey, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna take, I don't know why I'm keeping my stitch marker in, to be honest, because I can see when the row's ending because it's a different color, but old habits die hard, I guess. So I put that in between the two that I'm doing, the chain stitch and the last stitch that I worked on, and then I'm gonna chain 1. And we're gonna do more of the same stitch that I love so much. Oh my gosh, this yarn is a hot mess. It's like, I almost want to cut it and just like cut my losses and just, ugh. Does anyone does anyone get like the willies with like tangled yarn and stuff? Is that just me? Long pipe. Don't worry, I'm only dying like a little bit. Ooh. Get some more water to wash it down. Ooh, it almost made me sweat. You know when you're choking and you're like starting to sweat and you're like, my air supply is leaving me? That's what just happened. You could have seen me die. I'm not dramatic at all. And if you laughed at that, you're okay. You're okay. We can hang. God, this is a mess. This is a mess. I was about to spew as many cuss words as I could think of, but I couldn't think of that many. So I'm one of the weirdos who can sit and undo a knotted yarn all day. You are a saint among humans. You deserve your rightful place in sainthood, because I am not one of those people. My wife is one of those people. She does it for me. She doesn't do it because she likes it. But oh my gosh, wow, you are amazing in every way. I like knots. Ugh, that made my skin crawl. I don't like knots. I like order. I like my yarn to have like distinct strands coming from it. I keep on wanting to like twist my hook, and that makes another loop on the hook. So I like pull it out, and I have more loops than I'm supposed to. And I'm like, what did I do? And it turns out I just twisted my hook. So I'm trying to get out of that habit because I just want to like twist it on there so it's really secure as I pull it through this like awkward space. Okay. Nixie, will you come fix this? Fix this situation for me. Okay, should I just like work on it right now? Oh, I just pulled out a lot of blue, so I don't want to I just pulled out more yarn, so maybe this is a bad time to handle it. But once I crochet up all of this blue, I'll try to handle this knot situation. But I don't know what it is. I guess I've just been doing a lot of striping lately, where I've just been using a lot of colors, and you know, I've been really good about not getting them knotted. And this project, I think I just threw it together so quickly that I wasn't really thinking about organizational methods. And I spent a lot of time thinking about too much. I spent a lot more time thinking about how I was going to color organize, because I was like, I don't know, do I want to do like the pride flag on the top, and then which I didn't do. I just kept the same color pattern because I was like, I kind of like it just the way it is, because I didn't want to. Because the thing about what I did is, if I had done the pride flag on top, there would be a lot less blue. I guess it would have evened out because the outer layer would have been blue, but I wanted to give the blue a moment to shine, because um, not to be like, I don't know, stupid about it, but like maybe it's stupid. I wanted oh my gosh, yeah, the thick felted spots in Red Hard Super Saver. Oh my gosh, I have been there. That is annoying. When things start felting, I start quitting. Like when the going gets tough, like when the going gets felted, I'm just fucking gone. Um, yeah, you are a saint. Uh, what was I saying? But yeah, because blue is my color, quote unquote, for the pride flag, which really I'm like blue and white if we're being technical, but whatever. Um, and felted anything. Okay, yeah. See, yeah, that's when I made my crocheted or I tried to make my crocheted beret, uh it felted so easily, like, because I was using the Picasso yarn by Ice Yarn, and it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I loved using it to make my shorts, and I've used it for a cat sweater, and I loved it, which ended up being a dog sweater, but that's beside the point. Um, it worked perfect, but if you have to frog a lot of that, it will felt, and it is annoying. Like, it is bad. Um, and it was just like slightly felted, but it happened so frequently that it was enough to drive any person crazy. And I already started with being crazy, so it really wasn't, you know, really wasn't a stretch. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end of the yarn that I pulled out, so we're good. We're working and twerking. Also, if you haven't seen, like I've mentioned many times, the name of this video was based on the Normani song Motivation. If you have not seen that music video, you need to go see it, because one, she's a fantastic dancer, and two, it's just a very catchy song. Normani is very talented. The Picasso. That wouldn't be enough for me to get me to toss it. The Picasso, that is. Yeah, I gave up trying to frog it, and I just was like, okay, I'm gonna just like make my own pattern and hope this works. It didn't, by the way. But uh it yeah, because it so when I was following the pattern, And I think part of the problem is that I have a pretty small head. Big everything else. Small head, though. And, the pattern that I was following was made by someone with an average or slightly larger head, and so when I followed the pattern exactly, it just was huge. I mean, it was, like, out to here, and I was like, "What am I gonna do with a beret that big?" Like, it was a freaking Frisbee, like, it was huge, so I tried to frog it to make it more the size of my head, and that just was when it all went to shit. So it ended up still being big, less big than it was, but, still big, and, I just I can't bring myself to finish it or wear it because it's just it looks so bad. It looks so bad. But luckily, it only was like it was exactly like one ball of Picasso, so I didn't use all my Picasso on that one project, thankfully. That's the benefit of ice yarn is like because you kind of have to order in bulk. It's like it's really nice because you can just like totally just mess something up, just like totally just ruin it. Um, Oh, you'll have to send me a pattern you did for beret. That would be lovely. I would love that. I also have a beret that David Browning of Bearded Yarn Dudes. If you don't know who David Browning is, one, I don't know how you're living on this earth. Um, but David Browning, who is wonderful, when I met up with him and Granny D, he gave me a beret that he made, and so I have that, so I could use that as a pattern. Um, you know, so but yes, please send me a pattern. Um, Send me all the patterns. I will take them. Uh, yeah. Okay, so now we're getting tight on the yarn. So let's see how we can undo this yarn. Okay. I'm like shaking because I'm so like anxious that I'm gonna just like make it worse. Okay. It's hard because it's all still attached to the project, which makes it harder. Like if they were ends, like this would be a lot easier. But wow, that is very twisted. Um, why? Why are you like this? Okay, so let's start by going under there, and can I just like push this through there? That mess everything up. I don't know. I need you. I need you. Okay, so let's see. So what if I just like can I get this through here? Nope. Okay. Okay, this is impossible. Should I give up now? Okay. How do you do this? How do you find this fun? This is like so anxiety inducing. You're seeing me have like a mental breakdown on camera. Oh god. Okay, so here's the light. Okay, now there's like Melanie hair in there. How did that happen? Okay, pull it over again. Push it there. I love data entry. I actually used to work with big data. Not the biggest data, but I worked with big data, and I love data entry. I love numbers. I love Excel. So that kind of stuff, right up my alley. Undoing knots, not up my alley. This is off my alley by a long shot. Okay, so I think it's like... It should just be like Ian having like a mental breakdown for 20 minutes straight. Okay, now let's twist it with the blue. White. Pink. Okay. To me, they are both things I can do on autopilot. That's nice. Yeah, this is like not. It's like rocket science to me. Okay, so blue is out. Blue is out. Blue is out. I did it. I can be free from this world. Okay. And then pink and white are doing their thing. Okay, well, we did it. Oh, I need a cigarette. That wasn't so bad. It was anxiety inducing, but like the actual work of it was not too bad. I've had way worse. I've had knots. There were no knots. It was just tangled. So that made it a lot easier. Um, so while I'm here decompressing, um, I am thinking about dyeing my hair soon. I'm going to. I'm thinking about doing a split dye, right down the middle of my hair. Even though I wear my hair to the side, I thought it would be cool to have this, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll split my hair in the middle too. I don't know. Because my hair is curly, it just kind of does whatever it wants. But I was looking at pictures, and of course, these are pre-transition, so that's kind of weird. But I used to have half blonde, half brown, like half dark brown, which is my natural hair color. And I was like, that was so fun. It was like a bitch to maintain, and it was an even bigger bitch to try to undo. But so right now I have blue in my hair. I don't really know if you can tell on camera. But my hair is blue, like blue green, like a dark teal, I guess, if we're trying to be technical. And so I like that. But the problem with the blue is that blue bleeds out of hair more than any other color I've ever had. Like, I've had blue hair before, but I don't remember it bleeding this bad. Like, it just bleeds all the time. And I like, no matter how much I shampoo and like condition to like, keep the moisture and color in my hair, it just bleeds, but it's still very blue. So I just think that like it's just like a dark bluish tint on my phone. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit better. See, it's like green, blue. So I think I'm gonna do half and half. I'm gonna either ditch the blue or do half blue, half something else. Depends on how hard the blue is to get out of my hair. I don't think it'll be too difficult. And I think that I know I need to bleach my roots anyways. So I don't know. I've got options, I guess. Um, It'd need to be, I like when it's high contrast. I don't like when it's two colors that are, um, it took forever to fade out. Yeah, I mean, did yours bleed a lot though? Because like I feel like mine's gonna come out any day now because it's bleeding so much. Like I can't even sleep in bed with dry hair without staining my pillow. Like that's how much it bleeds. It's crazy. I've never had hair like this. And I've done red my whole life. And red, I've done every color. I've done green, I've done purple, I've done pink, I've done every color except yellow. I haven't done yellow. Um, but have I done yellow? I don't think I've done yellow. But this blue, it's just bleeding all over the place. Definitely bled for 2 weeks. Okay, that's comforting because I think I'm like maybe a weekend. Even with sweating it bled. Yep. Yeah. I can't win. So as much, and I only use like a third of the tube. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste this dye, but I also am really tired of it bleeding. And so like I don't even want to re-dye it when it fades because um I don't want to do that. But I'm not shaving my head again. I don't think. I don't think I can deal with the process of doing that again. It just was too much. Um, and also, like, I feel like when you have like a very round head, like I do, it's like when you shave it or buzz it. I buzzed my hair to be like, you know, to call it what it is, and um, even um, buzzing it, like you still get kind of like an egghead type thing going on. So I don't think I can do that. So we got to get the blue out another way. But I don't know. What colors do you think would be nice? I let's see. So I thought about doing. I thought it would be cool if I kept the blue to do blue and orange because they're opposite colors on the color wheel, and I thought that that would be interesting looking. And I thought about doing the orange that I had previously, but the more I think about it, the more I think that would look really bad. So I probably would do, if I kept the blue, maybe blue and pink. That'd be fun. Um, I've been shying away from pink hair since I transitioned because I don't want anything to make me look more feminine, which I know is so stupid. And it's all these like preconceived notions of like what a man should look like, but you don't have to tell me. I've got a therapist who can tell me that. Um, but yes, so so yeah, but maybe blue and pink would be cool, like gender spectrum type thing. I can't go white. It's impossible. But my hair does not go white. My mom has the exact same hair as me, hair type, color, natural color, all that stuff. And those are Bronco colors. Blue and pink will go well together, but you should go with what you want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want. That's the problem. You know, I'm indecisive. Um, I've gone pink before and I did really like it. Um, but I think I just need to let go of some of these ideas that I have. You know, one of the reasons I stick to things that I believe are more traditionally male, crochet excluded, of course. Um, like because like men can do anything, they can wear whatever they want, they can wear pink, they can whatever. Like I'm not saying that men can't do that, but I'm saying that like I get misgendered every day that I go out, and even sometimes at home with my own parents, and I want to reduce that as much as possible. So if I do things that are more stereotypically um, manly, then maybe I won't get misgendered as much. Yes, it does. But I want something super saturated. I like if I go pink, I'm going pink. Like you're gonna know it. Um, I've I so I've only gone pastel once, um, and I went pastel purple. And one, purple fades from the hair really quickly, anyways, but pastels also fade from the hair very quickly because they don't have as much pigment in them. So I did, and you have to get your hair really light to get purple to show. I did all that work, and the purple was out of my hair within a week. Uh, so I was like, I'm not doing any more pastels. That was my experience with pastels, and that will end my streak. Come on, get the yarn. This isn't the worst stitch in the world, but it is just like time consuming. Like think about how many double crochets I could have done in this time. Think about how I could have been done with this hat years ago if I just did another stitch. But no, I want to make sure that I do it according to the pattern because every time I stray from the pattern, I mess it up. A good staying green. I've actually, so it's not available to the public. So your best bet is probably Arctic Fox. Um, and I don't know exactly what colors they have, but the green that I use is by a company called Joico, and it stays through anything. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. The best greens I found are either true like Kelly green or a slightly blue green, like a slightly tealy green. Those are the ones that last the best on me. I've tried like lime greens before, and those fade instantly almost. Like they don't even like want to be in my hair. No, did the wrong stitch. Oh man, did I swirl it? Yeah, I swirled it. Shit. Motherfucker. I mean, yay, this is so fun. Electric Lizard didn't take it all. Yep, that's the green that I tried. Yeah. It stayed in my sister's hair for quite a while, actually, but on my hair it didn't take. Yeah, I got potty mouth. Okay. So, are you watching any good TV shows or movies lately? We are rewatching True Blood, which is really fun. I didn't finish it. I only got through season, I think, like 2 or 3 maybe, and then we just kind of fell off the bandwagon, but Mel's seen it all, or most of it. So that's a fun show to watch. Okay, we're gonna watch our yarn, make sure it doesn't knot up again or tangle up. I think you might know True Blood is a good show. I read the books. I have not read the books, but I haven't. That's not surprising because I haven't read in a while. And so I'm the type of person that, like, I don't know why, because I'll watch like all these movies, all these shows, all these things that I know have books accompanying them, and like I just like I I feel like it's I read a lot of fan fiction, so I do read, um, but I dislike that I can't read and crochet at the same time. And I don't really love audiobooks. Like, I know that a lot of people who crochet use audiobooks so that they can listen while they crochet or knit, but I I just find that I just don't really like them. I find them more distracting, and I'll just sit there and like listen, and I won't do anything, and so I won't get anything done. And they're just not for me. I don't think, because mostly the voice takes me out of it. Like, if there's like dialogue, then I find it really weird when like the same voice is talking to themselves, and even if they try to do voices, I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Prop my phone up, stand up, read while I crochet. My mind wanders with audiobooks. Wow, so you can read and crochet? Wow, that's incredible. How do you like? Do you just not look at your crochet at all? Wow, that's amazing. I'm very jealous of that. I'm super, super jealous. Like, I think if I had a superpower, could have a superpower, and be to be able to read and crochet. That's super cool. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the round. I can do everything. I can do everything while I read. Wow, except sleep and drive. Well, those are good things that you can't. It's good that you can't drive and read. That's very dangerous. Um, uh, Actually, I mean, I guess it would be good if you could do it, just so it wouldn't be dangerous. But, anyways, it's dangerous. Um, that is incredible. That is amazing. I'm so jealous. I'm like legitimately very jealous right now. Um, Okie dokie. So I am finishing up this row. Oh, hey, Prince Daniel. I'm just about to log off. Actually, I realized that I had not eaten lunch yet, and I would like to eat so that I don't wither away. I'm just like a slight, tiny person. If you know me, you know that's sarcasm. Um, but I am going to be heading out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that I will continue working on this. I might log on later and work on it then, but hopefully, eventually, I will have a baseball cap worthy of showing at Pride. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.